Are you sure you're going to be able to do this and chew gum at the same time?
Mini meeples unplugged. Hi, I'm Jared.
And I'm Mom.
And welcome back to Mini Meeples Unplugged.
So today we are looking at
Vampire Nights.
Vampire Nights. So this is produced by Ludolux, and his designer and artist is David Oslus. I think that's how you pronounce
Oslus?
Oslus? Maybe. I'm terrible at names.
We could be butchering that or not.
I'm terrible at names. So
2 to 4 players, 30 minutes, 10 plus.
So let's take a look at what's in
the box.
Who's picking this all up?
Not it.
Not it.
What's in the box of Vampire Nights? First off, we have our instructions, and then we have iconography cards. They are in multiple languages because there were, I think, 3 different language variations that came with the box. Then we have our little package of meeples. And we have our room tiles. I have them broken up so if it's a 2-player, a 3-player, and a 4-player, so you can just grab the different things. And then here I got everything all sort of mixed up. We have our bite cards, and then we have our item cards, and then the garden tiles, and then the house tiles. And then same as before with the other, we have it separated so the additional item cards for 3 players, house, garden card, and then item cards, and then house card and garden card for 4 players. And that's what's in the box of Vampire Nights. So how to play Vampire Nights is you have first the building that you are exploring, and depending on the number of players is how many tiles you'll have set out for the building. You can have it set up as 2, 3, or 4. And then underneath that is going to be 5 cards that, what do they call them? Those are the room tiles. So if you have 4 players, you're going to have 4 blocks that are the building, and then underneath are going to be 5 room tiles. The middle row will be flipped face up so you can see what they are. The other tiles will be face down.
Yeah, so it's like you have a knowing of what some cards are, and then you're like going in blind.
Yeah. And then underneath all the room tiles is the garden tile card, which is where you're trying to get to. So as you're going through the night phase, or I believe it's the exploration phase is what it's called, you're moving your character. You have 2 meeple type characters that you're moving down through these columns, and you can move down or you can move left or right, but you can't move diagonal and you can't move back. And as you're going to a tile, you're flipping it over. It might be a victim, it might be a vampire, it might be an item.
Like a gem, coin, vampire, survivor, or the survivor's pet.
Yep. So
or cat that tries to take your coins.
There is a cat. So as you're going through and doing this, you're flipping over cards. If you can save a victim, you do that. If you can take an item, you can. If you come across a vampire and you have an item that can either repel or kill the vampire, you can use that. If you don't, you get a bite card. and the bite card is actually kept secret. And we'll go over that in a second, why that's kept secret.
I will tell why.
But you get to the garden card, and once I think it was like if you're playing a 2-player, 3 of the character meeples make it to the garden, and then it's the end of that phase, and then it becomes the daytime phase, and you're just going up and you're collecting cards, but you can't collect vampires during this round. Um, so if there are any victims in a row that you're in, you can take those. Any items, you can take those. So we've played it 2-player, we played it 3-player. It doesn't, I really didn't notice that much added time to have a 3-person game as a 2-person game. We haven't tried it 4, so I don't know if that would increase anything.
So yeah.
But
do I tell what?
Go ahead and tell why the bite cards are secret. What happens?
What happens is if you get a bite card and it does not look like a shield, then you are bit. If you get three vampire bite marks, because it's like showing their fangs. If you get 3 of those, you're a vampire.
Yeah.
If you get the shields, you're safe.
So yeah, it will change the outcome of the end of the game. So you play this over 3 rounds, so 3 night phases and 3 day phases, or exploration and collection phases. So at the end, each person looks at their bite cards, and if you have 3 vampires, you now become a vampire, which will change the way the cards score, and what you get for points based on what you have. So if you're still human and you have vampires, you'll get points based on that. If you become a vampire, you don't get the points because now you're one of them.
You're one of them. So I do remember a time where I had like 6 cards.
Oh my god!
6 bites. I had 6 bites. She thought I
didn't even
2?
realize that you had gotten bit that many times. Yeah,
I stacked them so she didn't know.
It was,
and then I just went like this. She's like, "Oh gosh."
Yeah, it was. I didn't even realize that you had gotten that many cards.
And yet, I did not turn into a vampire.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
I am the luckiest person alive.
So, yeah. As for gameplay, it was, like I said, pretty easy to learn.
If you realize how powerful your thoughts are, you would never think a negative thought.
So, what did you think of the game?
Love it. I absolutely love it.
That's it. You just love it. There's nothing else you have to say.
Top tier.
Top tier.
Top tier.
Top tier.
I love it.
So,
this is one of my most favorite games.
Yeah, this was not even something that I knew about. It was one of our PAX Unplugged purchases. It was me and my son had a demo of another game, and when we went back to the spot where they were selling that game, we saw this and I was like, "Oh, that looks really, really good." And I bet Jay would actually like it because it's vampires. And but anyway, so as far as gameplay, it was pretty easy. Again, it's a pretty quick game. I would say a good filler game for like a game night. Not the main game, but something to pull out that's quick and easy. Setup, pretty easy because it's just, everything is really just cards that you're putting out. And then as far as learning, again, pretty simple to learn. So it is a very good game. I don't know if it's actually like readily available for sale yet, or if this is something that's coming, because again, it was something that I got at PAX Unplugged, and it was at a booth that they had a lot of things that were not yet available in the United States. But like I said, definitely a good quick game and pretty easy to learn.
Yeah. But pretty simple game to play. That a little bit of the rules are kind of confusing, like what the mirrors are.
Yeah, there were. It's a lot of memorization of the items. Like I think maybe they could have combined some of the items to be a little
less
confusing, and some of the item like there was a mirror and a magnifying glass that looked very similar, so we had to kind of keep going back to the rules to double check like which one was this.
So the magnifying glass is basically you can look in the discarded pile and take one thing.
Yeah.
And the mirror, you get to go diagonal.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I think in the mirror you go diagonal, and the magnifying glass you can look in the discard pile and take one.
So, anywho. So yeah, definitely. If it's something that sounds
nice,
interesting to you, I'd definitely pick it up because it was a quick, fun little game. So, if you are liking our content and have any games that you think we should try, comment down below.
Like and
subscribe.
I have the microphone.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.